What's up, everybody? Dan Matheny here, and I'm back. My voice is almost completely back, but not quite yet. Anyway, last video where I left off, I was talking a little bit about the V editor. So I'm going to go ahead and open up a terminal. I changed a couple of things to do too with V, but I'd been messing with it for a couple days. Anyway, we'll just open up and we'll just call this new. Okay, but when you have like other files that have been edited, you can pretty much go ahead and move the keys and stuff. But when you have a brand new program with V, what you have to do first is hit escape twice. Okay, and I hit escape twice, and then I hit the I for insert. Okay, so basically I can move, I can do whatever. So moving and grooving, we'll just say moving and grooving. Okay, and here's the cool part. You just hit the forward button, that's it, and then I hit I for insert again, and then I can hit this enter button to do spaces, and with tabs, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tabs. My experience reigns supreme. Supreme, probably didn't spell it right, but anyway, that's just an example of what I was doing wrong. That's right, I have to hit escape twice. Boom, then I can quit the V editor. But if I'm editing the one program, I'll just show Spectrwm.com today. So let's just go ahead and show that. But anyway, I can go ahead and move with the J and K keys as normal, and with the L key and the H key to go back and forth. Okay, so with the bar color right here, basically I had changed that, but I tried to make the font multiple colors because you can do that in other operating systems, but in V you can't do that. So, but a lot of key bindings like undo, U for undo, still work as they would in Vim. Okay, but I'm gonna go ahead and just hit the X here and delete all this, and then I can hit escape, :Q, or actually I have to do :WQ, still a noob, and quit. Okay, so that's written, so I'll just go ahead and go back to it. And this is a file that's already been edited. With the new file, you have to hit escape twice, and basically you can edit it to your heart's desire when you're starting a new V file. When you're starting a new V file, that's when you have to hit escape twice and then hit I for insert, and then you can use the keys. But I've been using the J and K and L and H key more for moving around. But when you hit the I for insert, that's when you have to use the arrow keys instead. But using the arrow keys is sloppy. If you can, try to avoid it. And that's what I've gotten from other tutorials on using V. But I changed how all this worked, and I realized with the default bar action script that it does work without having to modify it, because I wanted to test something. I wanted to see if I could just change where everything was, because originally it was after time right here, because that's where that was. And if Linux Dabbler, he has good stuff on Spectrwm. But go to another workspace where I can just show you right here. But anyway, if you hit man Spectrwm, it will show you basically, how to configure it, how to configure the colors in the bar and stuff, and the format on how you want your workspace is. And you can change the text. I just like the default text. But yeah, if you hit the super key or the alt key, depending on how you configure it, you can move back and forth between the workspaces and Spectrwm. But anyway, it's one of my favorite window managers. It's just slightly behind DWM. I haven't set up DWM on here yet, but window managers aren't really a priority, but I still have fun playing around with them. But yeah, let's go ahead and quit out of this. Just open up another terminal. Basically, you know, uh, with this, it's been a great experience, and I'm going to continue to use FreeBSD. I also have a motif window manager set up, and that was really easy. Like, it's pretty basic, but I'll even just show that really quick. Eventually, I'll just do a video on my MWM. So there's a RC file, MWM, RC. I'll just show this a little bit, but I'm talking about V anyway, so I may as well. But yeah, when you're using the keys, sometimes I'll still use the up and down key, but that's something you're not supposed to do in V, because you can mess things up. But I haven't messed anything up, but that's what they say in the tutorials. So I always try to be respectful and listen and just kind of do everything as how it's supposed to be. But yeah, with this right here, it's pretty simple. It's pretty much the ampersand, whatever command and then ampersand you want to do with the exec. But I'll show this more in another video, or I'll talk about it more. But anyway, I was just showing that a little bit. But V is a great text editor. I think it's better than Vim because, not just because it's the original, but a lot of things, like once you get the hang of it, you can get a lot more done faster than you can in Vim, just in my opinion. But I like Vim. I'm comfortable using it, and I understand why people prefer to use Vim, but it's really not much more difficult than V. It's just V is different, so when people that are using Vim, break out V and they're trying to use it just like Vim, it's not that way. A lot of the key bindings are similar, but it's not necessarily going to be the same experience. But yeah, that's how it's been going so far. So I guess my other things, I was trying to figure out file systems and compressing files, and I was playing around with tar and with 7Z, and I figured out how to use it correctly. And I'm just trying to figure out ways to back up data into smaller portions, but one day I'll figure that out. On here I'm using ZFS as the file system because I accidentally forgot to format as UFS because I was tired. One day I was reinstalling FreeBSD. But yeah, that's been my experience, but I'm not particular about it. But I'm reading about it, I'm learning about it. Eventually I'll get the hang of it. But I was trying to compress 100 gigs of data into only 10 gigs of data, but I'll figure out how to do it. I'm sure there's tutorials, but that's where I'm at right now with my experience. I'm just trying to configure that, and more interesting things is I listened to a couple of videos on the FreeBSD channel here on YouTube, and they are really but they are working more on more hardware compatibility for newer machines, computers and stuff, and some technology that they had been working on has been ancient now for a long time. So that's why they're moving forward with other technologies. But I thought that was an interesting video that I listened to. This was about a week ago, around that. But anyway, I just thought I'd share that just because I was thinking about it. But so far so good here in FreeBSD land. But reading about browsers, I was thinking about the Linux emulator a little bit, but I'm probably not going to install it because there's no need for me to install it. But a lot of interesting things I've read, but I just thought I'd cover that a little bit on V. And if you want me to cover the motif window manager a little bit more, I just showed the basic config file, but I could show my X defaults. I use X resources, but what's cool is it doesn't matter. You can use X resources, you can use X defaults, but it's probably preferable to use X resources than X defaults. But for my MWM config, I'm using X defaults. So, but I just like the chalk theme. I got it for my Alacrity, and I have it also for Xterm. So, an Xterm is small, but obviously I have mail, but I'll check it at some point. I'm not good at checking my mail. I'm not even good at checking my email. But yeah, I have the same theme for my Xterm as I do my Alacrity theme. But anyway, I don't really have anything else to add other than my experience has been going well, and I hope you guys are having a great Sunday, and I'll keep you guys posted. See ya.
This has been a Dan Matheny production. Thanks for watching.